Hey, what's going on, everyone? This your boy Freeze, continuing my series on the next batch of Ability 11s. And so today's Ability 11 we're going to talk about is going to be Crankcase. Autobot counterpart is Hoist. And this is one of the ones that I'm always excited about because I actually like Crankcase a lot. I tend to use him as like an alternate healer and as a speed booster. So still working on him on my live account a little bit, but we're going to take a look at his ability 11 today. And be sure to let me know what you think. Drop a comment just to see if there's anything that you would like to change. But let's get to it. I'll go show you his new ability 11. All right, so we're going to upgrade Crankcase's ability 11 here. And he's already got a really powerful ability. I like him a lot. I know there are some controversies in regards to how his ability works. I'll actually talk about that a little bit on the live stream this week, so make sure you catch that at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. But for now, let's focus on the ability 11. And so what we have here in testing so far has been to grant a 20% boosted healing for allies and buildings for 10 seconds. So you're just going to wind up having more speed boost. So let's take a look at what that looks like on the battlefield. And I will go ahead and give him his upgrade. So I'm going to start out with a prime zone battle, which actually probably going to be a pretty decent setup for this one as far as the base design. So I'm going to go ahead and obviously the support bots, you're going to have to use them as a team. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with my bludgeon down here on the back. Put the rest of my team in there behind them. And right out the gate, I see that I got Chromia there. So the team's going to take a little bit of a stun. I got a FFD there that I didn't get to take out in time. And they took down the turret. So let's run that ability 11 for Crankcase. And already I like that, like it's working fast. Now this is a lower level base, so what I'll probably do is come back here on the tail end and show a stronger base. But I really like this bot just because you get the healing, but now you're just gonna have even more of a speed boost. Now this is one of the drawbacks that a lot of people don't like about them, because with a lot of that increased speed, teams have a tendency to kind of separate just because that speed boost is so quick that it's tough to for the bots to just adjust their targeting appropriately. But yeah, man, that's fast. I say, you know, on that base, use about 1:10 seconds off the clock. And the team was very, very healthy. So let's try this ability 11 on a base trial, try to get a little bit of a tougher base for it and see how it looks in that situation. All right, so now I'm going to try this on a base trial. And I'm just going to go ahead and use a modified version of my war team here. And the biggest thing here is, like, for my particular play style, I like to focus a lot on the ground damage aspect. And for me, I also have to be very conscious of FFD. But when I'm using them in place of a healer, you know, you're going to have to use his ability quite a bit more. Everything does happen real fast when you're dealing with this particular ability. And let me see if I can get that throat down. Let me get rid of some of these icons as well. Get rid of my leech back there in the back. And get my bludgeon out front. But yeah, I really like this ability. I think the ability 11 is relatively modest. But this is one of those abilities, especially when I'm being, relatively new, in regards to being a 5-star and everything. You got to be careful, I feel like, from a balancing standpoint. So I don't have a problem with the ability at all. And see if I can get one more use out of the combiner. I can't. But it looks pretty good for the tail end of this battle. I'll see if I can gather a few more ability points here for the conclusion of the battle. And then I'll just run his ability again to try to heal and speed up some of the damage here in the choke point. And lost my headstrong there. Not too big a deal right now. And even just kind of with some sloppy play there and just allowing a lot of damage in the back. He's doing a great job of keeping that team healed with his ability, and the speed up helps to try to push things along. Usually I use that Nexus Prime Core to try to help me with the combiners. I did not do that in this particular case. But yeah, he's working pretty well. And that run amok is really holding it on there. And then yeah, like even with some sloppy tactics, turns out pretty good. So let's go look over for some closing thoughts and see what I think about overall about the ability. So overall, I think it's a modest ability 11 change. Even here in the tooltip, it just shows just the ability 11, but I think when you add 20% to what he already has existing, I think it's appropriate. And especially considering the fact that what I was talking about earlier, where sometimes the speed causes some pathing issues potentially, so you have to be conscious of that when you're running his ability. I like to try to run his ability more on like choke points and stuff like that, where I know that the team is going to kind of just congregate together a little bit. But overall, I'm pleased with the ability. I want to move forward with this ability, and hopefully that's what we come out with in testing as the final result, just from a balancing standpoint. But as always, let me know what you think. Leave a comment and leave a like if you like the video as well. And I will talk about this more during my live streams. So make sure you catch those at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays. And until then, hopefully see you there. And as always, we'll see you on the battlefield. Freezius out.